So, Davo, 1-1 in the end against a team fighting for promotion. Coming from behind, are you pleased with that point, or going down to 10? Well, with the opposition going down to 10, are you wishing that maybe it could have been more?
Oh yeah, I mean, probably the start of the day you would have took a point against a team, as you said, third, fourth, whatever in the league. They're not that long ago they were sort of still had half an eye on the title. Quality of players. Absolutely outstanding qualities of players. Their bench having players like an Omar Rowe coming off the bench and players like that. Zach Joseph, players like this is, they're a very, very good team. But, the way the game went, I know they went down to 10 men in the second half, but we were already bang on top. We'd already equalised. And if anything, it meant that they had to slow the game down more and, sort of not hang on for a point, but they were quite content with it. The goalie going down about 4 or 5 times. I hear stuff about gamesmanship from us and things like that. They absolutely killed the game like you wouldn't believe. So I think they were, fairly happy with the point in the end. They still carried a massive threat with the quality of players that they've got. So, you have to be pleased with a point. But, it's a shame we didn't get the 3.
We speak a lot about the character in this team, and it's almost becoming a cliche, but again, they showed it today. To bounce back after falling behind, but even in the last 3 weeks, 3 teams gunning for promotion. Yes, it started poorly, but each week we've improved and deservedly got something today. How does that make you feel?
Oh yeah, I mean, character-wise, I don't think anyone can ever question it. Yeah, we have bad days, we have games where we don't play so well, and that happens with a group that are so kind of not at the level or not been at the level. Or played at this level very much. So yeah, we're going to have bad days, but the character is incredible. We've come from behind so many times, and nothing more evident than today, to come from behind against a team away from home with a good home record and flying in the league. The game didn't start great for us. We didn't have the best first half, but we sort of hung on in there, and then second half it was, like I said, it was an excellent performance, and that isn't just because of going down to 10, that's for sure.
Yeah, and as you say, we actually got back level before they even went down to 10 men, and it was that man that it's so often been for us. Again today, it was Warren Bentley that popped up. He showed that clinical touch to round the goalkeeper and score. How valuable is a player like Wazza, especially in this crucial run as we try to stay up?
Warren Bentley is he's a stellar footballer. He's been a good footballer for a long time. He's our one player that's played really at this level regularly over the years, and he was excellent in that second half today. Part of a full team that were off par first half, but second half he was excellent. The goal, brilliant bit of opportunistic skill and quality to go around the keeper and slot it in, but he was lively, absolutely really lively throughout, and I wouldn't swap him for the world. I told him that just a little while ago, funnily enough, and I wouldn't. He's a special talent and a top lad as well, and vitally important for us, that's for sure. So yeah, he's going to be crucial and remain crucial, that's for sure.
Speaking of goals then, obviously you were instrumental in bringing someone back that we saw come off the bench today in Ollie Barmer. How happy are you to have got the man that you've wanted back, and what can he bring to our fight for survival?
Oh, I'm absolutely delighted with Ollie Barmer coming back. He's, again, great lad, fantastic lad that the boys think the world of. I think the world of. He's well thought of by all the supporters. Delighted to have him back, and to be able to bring him on at half time. He hasn't played a lot recently. He's been carrying a few niggles here and there, but his quality was evident. He barely gave a pass away. Perhaps he probably should have, or potentially could have, scored late on, but they'll come. I ain't worried about that. He was fantastic in that second half, and part of a very, very good performance from the lads, and so pleased to have him back. He's given everybody a lift, players, as I said, supporters, and our staff. He's infectious character, and I'm sure he's going to have an impact in the remaining games.
Speaking of the remaining games then, now the last 3 matches aren't necessarily games that we maybe would have earmarked to have got many points from, but Next, we face Beaconsfield at home, going into it with a positive point and other results having gone our way in the past few weeks. How confident are you that we can now push on and secure safety?
Yeah, I mean, the last 3 games, Swindon, Western and Chesham, is not games we were earmarking. We've still got very tough games to go as well for the remaining games, but we're going to go into every game confident. Obviously, Western away is really tough, but there's other tough games as well. But this point today has given us a good little boost. We've sort of retained a bit of a gap between the bottom few, but that can be closed in a matter of a couple of games. So certainly not resting on our laurels, but yeah, it's given us the confidence that we can go and produce. We can't be off of it at all. Showed that first half, we've got to be bang on it. But when we are, we can match any team, and that was shown today. I've seen them saying how poor Chesham were and they played really poor and blah blah blah. It's funny how every team's poor when they lose to us. Perhaps it's because we've played well. I don't know, but all I worry about is us, and we gave them an absolute chasing second half, and credit to them for hanging on for a point. As I said, they carried a big threat, and they, at any minute they could score. So we had to be on our toes. It's like a fight against a heavyweight. At any point they got a big punch in them. So they obviously had that available to them, that they could do that. So we had to be on our game. But yeah, really disappointed that we didn't get the 3. But so proud of the performance away from home, and we've got to use that now, train well this week and see where we can go next week. I do want to just add as well, I thought the supporters were phenomenal today. Really kept us going, didn't give up on us in that first half when we were under the cosh, and didn't really, although to be fair, we had some good chances in the first half, even though we didn't play well, but they roared us on second half, and they got the sort of performance that that we're about. And I'd like to think it's been a hallmark of the years I've been here. Delighted to be here now for 6 years. It feels like yesterday, really. 2 years were kind of chopped away from us with COVID, but yeah, I've been here a long time now, and I wouldn't want to be at another club with in terms of supporters and how good they are and how loyal they are. And hopefully we can have a few more special days. We've got a lot of work to do, but if we can, and if people get what they deserve in this life, then we'll be celebrating at the end. But lots to do still, and huge thanks to the supporters, and we'll go again next week.